And up next, we have from screenwriting, Danielle Mooney.
Thank you. I'm reading the opening of an experimental drama. Here we go. Exterior, sorry. I'm already nervous, sorry. Exterior Ocean Day. The sound of a heartbeat is heard as a woman is cocooned in white fabric under ocean water. She moves about as if trying to escape. An unknown woman's voice is faintly heard from the ocean. I love you, Zora. The woman in the ocean body goes limp. Exterior, school playground, 1990, day. It's recess at Maya Angelou preschool. Kids ages 5 to 7 are in uniform playing on the playground. Young Zora, 5 years old, is dressed with a neatly tucked in white button-up shirt and blue skirt. Her hair is meticulously cornrowed into a bun. She stands in the midst of this live recess period, anxiously staring out into the playground. Zora, Zora, Zora. The sound of her name comes into focus as Zora notices Drew, 6 years old, in the group calling her name. Come play, Zora. Zora looks down at herself, knowing she shouldn't get messy. Hesitation on her face. She gives it a beat or two, then runs towards the crowd of kids playing. She dives right into the welcoming youthful energy. Exterior, school building, 1990, later. The school bell rings. Animated youngsters exit the building, some with parents, while others run to theirs or the school bus. Young Zora, with her shirt untucked and hair undone by a school day of fun, excitedly talks and holds a drawing in her hand, and the other hand is her mother's. Mona, early 30s, beautiful but stern and very well dressed, fusses at young Zora about her clothes and her hair as she lights a cigarette in her other hand. Young Zora tries to show Mona the picture. Zora's excitement turns to disappointment as Mona accidentally knocks a joint out of young Zora's hand as she starts to straighten up Zora's clothes. Mona then starts to head to the car, stepping on the drawing. Young Zora goes to pick up the drawing, revealing a woman and a little girl with "Zora loves mommy" written at the bottom. Mona calls out at young Zora. Young Zora folds it and puts it in her shirt before following Mona. Cut to exterior interior car, 1990, day. Young Zora looks blankly out the window from the back seat. Her hand hangs out, catching a breeze through her small fingers. She hums a tune to herself, mindlessly numbing the sting of rejection of the first place that sheltered her before breathing earth, air her own. I'm sorry. Unbeknownst to her, her mother looks at her from the very birth, knowing the dissociation. Over black, to my younger self, stay true. Don't let anyone kill your magic. Fade in. Exterior, Zora's living room, night, the night before. It's a dimly lit apartment. Candles are lit. We hear the same tune being hummed by young Zora. Then we see Zora, now 30s. She paces in her bra and panties. She breathes heavily. She disappears and reappears as she fiddles with things in her living room. Books on the bookshelf. She disappears. She reappears and fiddles with artwork on the wall. She disappears. She reappears and fiddles with pictures on her shelf. She fidgets, unsure what to do with herself. She stands in front of the altar that has a drum. And as she stares at it, we hear the sound of her heartbeat. She starts to dance. We hear the sound of the drums that's in her head. The drumming speeds up, as does Zora's heartbeat and her movements. She gets lost in the drumming as she madly moves around the apartment. She knocks decor off the floor and walls. In between her moves, she drinks red wine from a wine glass and throws it against the wall. She continues to move madly around the place. Finally, she shatters the wall mirror. She looks at herself sadly, then softly laughs. She looks around at the mess she's created and laughs loudly, manically. She falls to her knees in laughter. Then her laugh becomes a sob. As she lies back on the floor, she continues to sob. She reaches for a joint on the floor. She searches for the lighter amidst the mess. She can't find it. She stares at the burning candle. She picks it up and plays with the flame before she lights the joint. She sits Indian style on the sofa and begins to journal. High, disoriented. She stares straight ahead and begins to drum. She throws herself upside down on the sofa with her legs towards the ceiling, drumming between her legs. She continues to smoke and beat the drum. The drumming and her heartbeat slows down to a stop, and the images fade. Smoke lingers. Thank you.